walls have been torn down because of things like crowdfunding. Where it used to be, you had to pitch to a publisher had to accept you, they had to then send it to Diamond had to accept you, gets shown to retailers have to accept you, there's just like this insane chain of events for you to get a comic book in comic book stores. Now we exist in a world where tons of people, hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, are making comics that aren't in stores. But they're going into fans' hands, they're going into artist collectors' hands, they're going into people that like indie comics. So the walls have been torn down. The gatekeeping is still there in the industry, 100%. It's still very difficult to kind of create all the links in that chain to get into a comic book store. But you don't need that anymore. It's something you can still do. It's something you can have as a goal. I want to be in comic book stores. Awesome, do it. But it's not a requirement anymore in order to make comics, either kind of for fun or a hobby or like a side job, or to even push and say, look, I want to make this my job. You never have to be in a comic book store. And so it's a really interesting time for comics right now. So yeah, there's a lot of layers to that question. And partially is, yeah, I've been doing this for 12 years. I'm confident in my brand of what I do. I'm confident that the people that read the books that I produce like them. So I can probably go talk to Dynamite and they'd be like, yeah, okay, let's. And so, it worked out. Maybe easier than it should have, but easier only because we're 12 years in and I've made some small, tiny foothold, that people pay attention to.
I think that's a big statement though, Tom. I mean, it's 12 years of doing something. It's not like it was like you did a year, instant sensation. You're the American Idol of comics, and now you can. So, there's, in as much as there's like all that hard work, there's a love and a passion for it. I think that's why we're here talking about comics, because we've all grown up. We love comics, or maybe we haven't grown up because we love comics, but it's just it's an awesome, unique literature, and that's why I love working on them and doing them, and fruits of your labor hopefully get you to this point.